Hello and welcome to another really exciting video from Copperland on living on gold. Now, if you've been following some of our other videos, you know that our approach is a whole new approach to, first of all, understanding the origins of gold, then how to find gold and how to process gold. A lot of people say, oh, well, you know all about the old ways. The old buzzards in the 1800s were using their pans and their sluices, and they did okay. Yeah, for back then. They had found new, mostly placer deposits, and they picked them clean. There aren't any significant gold placers left. So you can't go on the old ways of doing things, panning, tons of material, sluicing tons of material. The gold just isn't there. And the reason is that they picked all the surface clean, and now you gotta go down deeper. The stuff that all the old miners were getting was placers from maybe 1 million to 20 million years ago, but there's most of the gold which dates back 500 million years, and that's a whole lot deeper, and nobody knows where it's at because it's not on the surface. So you have to take a whole new approach to, first of all, understanding where gold comes from, and then you have to understand how it was deposited, how to go after it today, and how to process it today. The gold is still coming down. It starts in the mountains, and the weathering and everything weathers out the rocks. The gold drops out and it comes down. People are still getting placer gold, but it's pretty sparse. It's like they get a few nuggets here or there that somebody missed, or there's a little bit of flour gold that comes down into the gullies and into the washes and stuff, but it's not enough to live on. If you're going to live on it, you got to find bigger deposits that everybody has overlooked. And that's what our approach is all about. It's a whole new approach, not based on the old way of doing things, because the old way no longer works. If the old ways worked, how come nobody you know can live on gold? Nobody knows of anybody living on gold because it's picked clean. Now you can still find the old deposits, or even new deposits, new discoveries of ancient deposits. A lot of the prospectors are digging down a whole lot deeper, 20 to 30 feet down into the ground, trying to find old river channels of gold. The only other guys that are out there, they'll take a dry washer out and they'll get maybe a gram or two for several days of work, but it's not a lot, and it's certainly not enough to live on. So what we're going to discuss every time we have a video is the new way versus the old way. There has to be a new way of finding and processing gold, because you're not going to live on it if you don't have new methods. So today we're putting together a couple of interesting things. We're still working on our miller table. It's a wooden miller table. Still putting the last pieces on that together. Here we've got a new kind of sluice. Now, you wonder, well, why not just use a traditional sluice, or why not use a dry washer or something like that? Well, simply because the old methods really are not very good. You can't just go on water running downhill through the sluice. This sluice is based on hydrodynamics principles other than river water washing down a gully, which is what all the sluices are based on. So to put this together, we've gone down to Lowe's and gotten some PVC. They sell this. This is actually door surround PVC. It's got ribs in it. That comes in 7-foot lengths. And then we got an 8-foot length of solid PVC. Now, Both of these are 5.5 and 5 3/4 across. And like I said, this one was 7 feet. This one is 8 feet. And we're using most of those two pieces to make up our sluice. Now, what we've done is cut up a couple side rails out of the solid PVC. And we've used our table saw to cut slots from top to bottom and the length. And this will all be in our drawings and videos as we get more into it. And we'll have drawings if you're really interested in building your own. So you have two sideboards, mirror images of each other. So they're cut to shape, slotted, and then we used a router with a quarter round to round all the edges. Then we have a front plate. It's a solid front plate. That basically goes right on the front side like so. Then we got, the reason we got the ribbed material, the door surround rib material, is these are cut into 3 pieces running across the sluice. And these will carry the magical elements that we're going to inject under the floor. This is like the bottom floor plate of the sluice, and we'll be injecting certain things in that floor plate to energize any material coming down on top. So we've got 3 of these. We have our front plate, and we have we'll have not a back plate, but we'll have a kind of an apron on the end. We've got this material, which is 1/4 inch foam core PVC. That'll make up the top of the bed. And as we go along, we'll show you how you cut that, how you shape it, what it's going to do. And then we'll get into all the other parts of the system, like the specialized sand lift pumps, things like that. But for now, that's as far as we've gotten on this. We'll show you as we glue it all together. We put the pieces together. We'll show you all that after we get it all together, and take you step by step through building one of these really high-tech sluices. You've never seen anything like this. There just isn't anything like this anywhere in the world. This is all a high-tech approach to living on gold. And this is one of the key elements to processing more ore and recovering everything that you're able to get out of that ore. So, till next time, my name is not Jeff, I'm not Roger from Oz, I'm Ken from Copperland, and we'll see you out there in the gold fields. Bye for now.